Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is Rubidium. Today we are talking about batteries. These are the Intellytech Pocket Vs. I really like running my lights and my camera off batteries. There are a couple of reasons. The biggest one is that it makes it quicker and easier to move around. The second is that you're able to avoid cables going all over the floor. Now, just on one light, that might not seem like such a big deal. But when you have 2, 3, 4 lights and a camera with 4 or 5 cables all over the floor, you either have to secure them, tape them down, or put mats over them, in which case it just becomes an absolute spaghetti fest, and you're way more likely to have someone trip over them and damage the light or themselves. So if I can, I love to run lights off batteries. It just means that you move quicker, you have a safer set, and really everything just works that much better. Batteries are expensive. They are a lot more expensive than plugging a light into the wall. And the smaller batteries, so-called micros, are more expensive again. Intellytech has come out with a range called the Pocket Vs. As you see, these guys are tiny. I have small hands and I can get my hand almost all the way around it. They are 12 amp batteries. You can run your C200 cinema camera off them. You can run lights off them. This one battery will power, a really big light like the Intellytech LC160, which is a 4x4. They have a power D-tap on the top with a dust cover, and also a USB power. USB can be good for charging USB powered lights, or something like a HDMI wireless transmitter system like the Aries that I've reviewed here. They also have a button on the side that when you push it, lights up these LEDs and tells you how much power is left in the battery. These are 98 watt hours, which is important because the FAA in America really wants you to fly with less than 100 watt hours, which is why you always see, 99, 98, 95 watt hour batteries. You can't check any battery like this into luggage. You have to take them into the plane cabin with you, and you're limited to under 98 watt hours. That is a lot of power for a, 8 watt camera like the C200, but it's not a lot of power for a 100 watt or 200 watt light. You'll only get about an hour on the LC160 with this. And it can be frustrating to go and buy 150 or 250 watt hour batteries and then not be able to travel with them, not be able to fly to location. So getting batteries that are small enough to fly with, but large enough to power your lights and camera has been a challenge. Intellytech has come up with this dual V plate. So what you do is put 2 98 watt hour batteries on this side, and then you're able to power your light or your camera with a single VMount attachment on this side. So this guy gives you 190 watt hours, a big system for a long time. If you're using this on the camera, it also has the advantage that the plate itself has 2 D-taps. The batteries have a D-tap each, and at least on my C200 plate, I have another D-tap. So that brings you up to 5. You're able to power, 2 monitors, one for the operator and one for the focus puller, a remote follow focus, Intellytech wireless system, all without getting the kind of extra breakout boards from D-tap. So, not only does this power your camera for a lot longer, it lets you power more accessories simultaneously. Another advantage of this accessory is that you can hot swap the batteries. So if you have a third one of these in reserve, you're able to wait till one starts to die. While the camera is still rolling, eject one of them, replace it with your fresh one, and then basically cycle batteries like that, not just power the camera, but to power your whole rig without ever having to stop recording. So if you're shooting events or you're shooting a documentary, this could be a really good solution to give you all-day battery power. Dual plate is another good way of converting standards of batteries. So if you have a gold mount on your camera, but V mounts on your lights, you're able to turn 2 gold mounts into a V mount, or vice versa. These little LEDs on top of the dual battery plate will go off when that battery is no longer has any charge left, so you can see which of the batteries is no longer giving power. If you're looking to start investing in V mounts, these Pocket Vs are a really good way to go. That's the size of a regular 98 watt hour VMount Battery. So you can see you're getting the same amount of capacity with much less size and weight. Here you can see I'm powering this giant bright LC160 all from a single V-mount. If I want to put on the double plate and put 2 V-mounts on, I can actually run it for even a couple of hours, even at this increased brightness. And there are no cables to get in my way. There's nothing to trip over. There's no limitations with how far I can go from the wall. I could even take these outside and do a interview at dusk in the middle of Death Valley if I wanted, and still have all the power I need. These are only $199. The battery plate is $195. You'll need a charger, which Intellytech also sells. You can get a 2 or 4 bank or even a travel charger, which takes longer, but it obviously takes up a lot less room in your luggage. And these batteries are safe for both light and delicate equipment like cameras and monitors. They've been tested with all types of devices. They are up to 12 amps, but they obviously can run and will be controlled at smaller amperage. That is my look at the Intellytech Pocket V V-mount batteries and the dual battery plate. Thank you very much for watching. You'll find the links to all this stuff in the description. Leave your questions in the comments and I will see you next time.